Great to have you with us. Now, there is a growing concern that the Fisheries Ministry may be willfully encouraging a dangerous illegal fishing practice called psycho. On Wednesday evening's edition of Joy News Current Affairs Show Upfront, Deputy Fisheries Minister Francis Atukujo sought to justify the Fisheries Minister Elizabeth Afolekwe's promise not to ban the illegal transshipment of fish, also known as psycho. He told host Kojo Yankson that the minister's apparent declaration of support for the illegal fishing practice was just a political comment.
When I say psycho, I don't mean the trade. I mean the word psycho.
Right.
Not good, not the target fish.
Okay.
So that fish, we wanted them to package it and bring it to Tema. So they started. After all this, they started packaging them, bringing them to Tema for us to record them, account, and then tax appropriately, and then they sell to the Elmina people. This business was going on until some of them were involved in an accident. And they said, no, we can't go to Tema. We want the thing here. Because we went to Tema, we had an accident, so we want the thing here. So that statement that she made that statement following what the meeting we had in Elmina, where we had agreed with all the people that for now, land the thing in Tema, let's record it. Of course, the catch is illegal, but at least when we have recorded them and we are selling them at Tema, our officers will record them, and then the appropriate taxes will come to the state. So that illegal bit in the transshipment will be taken off. Right. So that is how she said that.
Your explanation is that she was making political talk.
No, I never said that. I said that we had a meeting in Elmina where we agreed with the boat owners and then the practitioners, the people who patronize psycho fish, that the boat owners should deliver these at Tema for the people to move from Elmina and Apam. These are the two locations to come to Tema to purchase.
So they should still...
That was at Elmina.
So they should still transship, but they should bring it to Tema instead of...
No, that's not transshipment. Transshipment is when you move it from one vessel to another vessel on the high seas without the fish coming to the port to be counted and recorded.
So you're saying the trawlers should bring whatever they catch to Tema?
Tema. They boss them. They are fishing, they boss them before they arrive. They should boss them, bring them, we will weigh them, know the quantity, record them, and then they pay the appropriate charges for that. And then they can sell to this particular size, small sizes. The association is there, they should sell to that association. Their regular fish or the target fish, they sell to some women mainly in Tema. That should go to them. But this small fish should go to the association. In other words, we are not cutting off the business of the association, but we are regulating the illegal bit of it by allowing them to now land. Previously, they were not land in it, and it was all being recorded. That is why it's illegal. Illegal, IU is illegal, unreported, unregulated. So once they land it, it's reported. And then once we are now controlling the seal, it is regulated.
Now, the deputy minister also admitted that there were Chinese vessel owners operating trawlers in Ghanaian waters. This is also illegal.
Last year, we commissioned a gear audit. We brought in the gear technologies from Rome, from FAO Rome, who came to audit the gears of our vessels. And we noticed that some are doing 30, 40-meter opening, which is quite illegal. And so we are enforcing the 10-meter opening. I don't know what is 10 meter, but we're enforcing the right. So the gear is the main issue, like I keep saying.
Right.
The idea is that once you catch them, once they have the wrong gear, they will always catch them. So the thing is address the gear. But when we address the gear, what I'm saying is that even the things I'm saying there in the past, I mean, we have stopped this landing at Tema. Now we are saying that we don't want it. That was the initial arrangement when we came in. As soon as we came in, that was the arrangement we put in to try to accommodate the situation and be able to manage it. So to be able to accommodate and manage it, that was what we put in place. That land them in Tema, we can record them, and then.
So that's not a plan you are following anymore.
No, it's not. No, we are not doing.
What are you doing now?
Now we have asked them to stop. They have written to us that they are stopping, or they have ceased. In fact, their word was suspended. We told them that we don't like suspended. Suspended means that you can come back to it later, but we want it abolished. Although we haven't gotten the letter, but they are saying in principle suspended means that. They themselves are doing self-regulation. If anybody goes against it, they will be punished. But let me tell you the other painful side. We have, as a result, also employed, when we came into office, we have placed human beings, Ghanaians, as observers.
Now, a fisheries expert with the Department of Fisheries at the University of Ghana, Professor Francis Nunu, speaking earlier on News Desk, said the Minister, Elizabeth Afolekwe, must speak up about her stand on illegal fishing practices, as many Ghanaians are confused about her pronouncements.
Then this message came in. Yes, but I believe that currently, to the minister, she might have a different view.
Right. Let's talk about the practice itself. You know, why did we make this illegal? Can you explain?
Okay, so the point is that the trawlers are supposed to take fish that is coming from fish at the bottom of the sea. And when they go fishing, they take up everything. So the trawl gear is non-selective. Everything in its path will be captured. And so what it does is that it doesn't spare any fish. But when they go fishing, they end up, in recent times, catching pelagic fish instead of demersal fish. So the point is that the gear that they are using is not correct. By international law, every fish should be landed and recorded so that we can make sure that what is there will be able to make law to capture a good number so that we don't harm the entire population.
Okay. So, Prof, how does the minister who encouraged the people to do something that is illegal now do it well? How do you go back to tell them that this is actually the rules now and you can no longer do it? How do you change that kind of narrative when you've gone to them before to tell them to continue doing it and do it well? Hello, Prof, if you can hear me.
Still live on JoyNews today. Now, it was a normal day. 37-year-old Dennis Ayimbila was heading to Bolgatanga for the burial of his father. But a crash midway robbed him of the opportunity to say his final goodbye. It also robbed him of his joy, as a spinal injury has made him lose his ability to control the discharge of urine and feces. Maxwell Agbagba has more.
I am in Dennis's room. His sister Gloria is trying to get him in a reclining position for this interview, but the pain is simply unbearable. A tube-like device that stores his urine lies on the floor close to him. He sits to narrate to me how a speeding driver truncated his aspirations in his final year of studies to become a medical practitioner.
The police report that I managed to get, when you read the police report, they were saying that the driver of the trailer was the one who caused the accident because he was overspeeding and then was sleeping at the same time. Some of the people got trapped in the bus, so they were trying to chisel and be able to get some out, though they were even dead. And in the process of doing, the bus caught fire. And Ben, our driver, is missing other people to ashes, living with only their schools.
He sustained a spinal injury which affected his ability to control urine flow and excreta.
Yeah, I can't control. Yeah, I can't control it. That's why the urine bag is connected. The only way to be able to control, there's something that if I feel urinating, I will just take it in, put in and urinate. Yeah.
So now you don't feel anything?
I don't feel my lower limbs, I don't feel anything. It just comes by it all. It just comes by it all. The same thing to when I'm going on private, it comes just like that. But, so as I sit, I have to be checking myself and all that.
Dennis says he's gradually losing his eyesight too.
I've been confined to one place. Even as I talk to you now, I have vision problems. You can imagine somebody just lying at one place for 10 years, 10 years. Even as I'm talking to you, I can't see you clearly. I have vision problems now. I'm even losing my sight gradually. My life is going waste. My life is going waste. And at this my age, I still have a long way to go in life. So I'm really appealing to the general public, appealing to Ghanaians, and even the rest of the world, that anybody who watches me should please come to my aid. Please come to my aid.
His 25-year-old sister, Gloria Labrob, says she had to drop out of school to take care of his brother, who used to fund her education.
To take care of him. If he want water, I'm the one who remove and give it to him. He cannot do anything. Because of that, I'm not going anywhere. Just sitting at home. I'm not doing anything. My colleagues are finished school, some are working. Look at me. Now I'm in the house. I'm not doing anything.
A pastor at the Divine Faith Ministries, Reverend George Carty, has been trying to get support for Dennis.
I don't know him from but when I saw him, honestly, his story really moved me. So I continued to intercede on his behalf, prayer day in, day out. He can't do anything for the past 10 years. He's just confined to one place. He cannot do anything. We know God is able to do all, but he needs medical attention. If you look at the spinal, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a medical doctor, but to him, he needs a spinal reconstruction, and it involves a lot of money. A lot of money. He needs financial assistance. He needs financial support. So anybody watching, anywhere you are watching from, he needs financial support.
Sharp and deadly curves, steep slopes, potholes, rain, night driving, and road debris. These are some of the causes of road accidents, according to research. Now, to help address these problems, the Engineering Club of the Bolgatanga Senior High Schools have come up with a science technology project of a miniature road on a hilly area, detailing how to prevent these kinds of accidents. The project was exhibited in Bolgatanga during the SciTech exhibition section at the Upper East Regional Qualifiers for the National Science and Maths Quiz. Correspondent Albert Sori has more.
Mostly, it also causes human life. So we made this one.
Presenting the project are Rashida Yaregayin, a first-year student, as well as Joyce Awuni and Gideon Basiti, both second-year students of the Bolgatanga Senior High School, also known as Big Boss. With cardboards from empty boxes, together with glue and acrylic paint, their engineering club came up with this dummy of a road on a hill descending to normal ground. But they have designed their miniature road such that if applied in reality, it could help minimize the number of road accidents caused by different factors, for instance, rain.
So on this side, we got to, at the steep road, we got to know that when it rains, the roads are always slippery. So if you're a driver and you are driving on a steep, sometimes the brake will not help you because you can even apply the brake, but still the car would move. So we made this space here, which is called grooves, so that when it rains and falls on the road, it will move off, the rain will move off the road and go into the gutters, so that when a driver is coming, the driver will be able to move without any problem.
These young students have also thought about how to reduce road accidents caused by night driving or driving down steep slopes, and have presented that in their SciTech project.
On our roads, mostly the highways, we have some metals that they keep on the roadsides to prevent the car from moving off the road when the brake does not work. So we made this one, which should be made of reinforced cement. These are made of papers, but if we are applying it in real life, it has to be a reinforced cement, which should be slanted small, so that when the car is moving, there will be some centrifugal force which will bring the car back on the road, so that there will not be any accidents. And here about night drivings, mostly the Ghanaian roads, it's only one line, and if I'm a driver and I'm late or there's an emergency and there's no reflection to tell me that the other side there's a car coming, I might be like, then let me move to the other road so that I'll be able to move faster. So these reflections are made to make sure that when a driver is coming from the left side and another coming from the right side, the one coming from the left side, the head-on light will reflect on the reflections here, so that the other driver will know that, yeah, there's a car coming from the other side, so I shouldn't cross. And we made this in such a way that if it's being applied in the real life, it will be 100 centimeters wide, so that there will be more space between the two cars.
They have also included what they believe are improved road signages.
Mostly at sharp curves, when the driver is speeding, maybe you want fast to go somewhere. So when you come here, you always try maybe to steal and enter the other person's lane. But with this concrete barrier, when it comes, you'll be limited to his lane. So you not cross, and it will reduce road accidents. And here, the road debris, mostly roads that are constructed beside mountains. Some of them we have fallen rocks, and the rocks sometimes they fall on the road, and it causes a lot of damage. So we made this concrete wall, so that when the rocks fall, when they come and hit the wall, then they just slip off this way. They will not get to the road.
The Upper East Regional Science and Mathematics Coordinator, Faustina Agetura, who is also in charge of project development, says she is impressed with the ideas these students and others before them have presented. She is, however, unhappy about the problem of lack of support for science projects in the Upper East region.
Navasco emerged the best project school in Kofrodia when the senior high school had their STME camp. Big Boss came second in Opokuwari on projects. Bongo fourth on project on the same ground. When we get to national, our best is first to fourth. So I think the region our younger generation are suffocated with ideas, but we need to help them. I'm here to plead with NGOs, stakeholders, people of this region to embrace our senior high and basic schools.
Now, the Volta Region Parliamentary Caucus has offered a 15,000 Ghana cedi bounty for information leading to the arrest of assailants who murdered the Assembly member for Sogakope South, Marcus Mauto Azali. The Member of Parliament for North Tongue, Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, made the disclosure when he led the caucus and some Volta regional executives of the National Democratic Congress, NDC, to commiserate and sympathize with the bereaved family. This adds up to a 10,000 Ghana cedi bounty from the Assembly and an additional 25,000 Ghana cedis offered by former President Jerry John Rawlings. Mr. Ablakwa, who described the murder incident as barbaric and heinous, fears the police might not get enough evidence to track down the assailants due to the unprofessional handling of the crime scene.
Volta Caucus in Parliament, together with the Regional National Democratic Congress of the Volta region, have been here in Sogakope on a fact-finding mission to ascertain for ourselves the circumstances leading to the barbaric and very heinous murder of the young man Mauto, who until his unfortunate demise was the assembly member of this area. We have also been commiserating with his family. We've met his parents. We've met the external family, and we have been presenting to them our condolences and conveying to them our deep, deep sympathies. We have also met with the district chief executive, who is the chairman of DISEC in South Tong. We've also met with the divisional commander. We have also proceeded to the crime scene to see for ourselves where the whole unfortunate barbaric murder took place, and we have indicated our reservations about even how the crime scene has been left unprotected. Evidence is being destroyed, and we don't think that the way the crime scene is being managed will help to unravel the mystery behind this murder. We have also been announcing our own efforts to support the whole search for the perpetrators and to ensure that they are apprehended and brought to justice.
Now, the Minister for Special Development Initiatives, Mavis Hawakumsin, has disclosed to Parliament that 6.7 million Ghana cedis has been disbursed to the Adaklu constituency under the $1 million One Constituency project over the last 3 years. Responding to questions on the floor, she said the amount has been spent on 12 different projects. Joseph Opoku-Gakpo is on the phone with us. Now, Joseph, did she say the minister, did the minister, I mean, say when, whether all other constituencies in the country have also received that amount of money under the initiative?
That is a clarification that didn't come up on the floor of the House, but I'm just waiting outside Parliament to get that from her any moment from now.
So what else is happening in the House?
The Minister for Sanitation is on the floor of the House at the moment, explaining what is being done to deal with the field situation in Accra. Cecilia Dapa has been explaining that currently various landfill sites, including that at Bong, Adepa, and in Tiama, are helping with some recycling and all as part of the measures to help clear Accra fields. She says that more than 27,000 households have gotten various infrastructure projects when it comes to toilet facilities, and that the ministry is collaborating to provide some 20,000 litre bins nationwide as a way to solve the field problem in Accra and elsewhere.
Thank you very much, Joseph Opoku-Gakpo, for those updates. Away from that, the Minister for Works and Housing, Samuel Atachia, has debunked claims the drain at Asylum down here in Accra is fully drenched in filth and may end up contributing to floods with the rains about to set in. He assured Ghanaians that $200 million has been invested in fixing technical challenges of the infrastructure under the World Bank program. The minister said this during an inspection tour to flood-prone areas in Accra.
The fact of the matter is that we have $200 million United States dollars under the Garrett program, the World Bank program, that's going to take care of this major drain here. This is a Asylum down drain, which goes into the Odo. And when it's done and it's covered, we will not have these things. But, you know, there was a whole propaganda trending that a lot of debris were floating. You can see that after 15 minutes of a downpour, that arrangement couldn't be like that. It was all false. And those who are behind it trying to besmear the government, it is not proper. That's not the right thing to do.
Well, my colleague Ernest Menu was at Asylum down to verify the minister's claims and also get reactions from residents. Here's what he found.
Right behind me is the Paloma Hotel, and just next to that is a major storm drain, a drain that flows from Nima through this place to the other side of the road to Asylum down proper. And I'm sure you've seen a video making the rounds on social media, which was taken by a resident on Friday when it rained. You see the storm drain filled with a lot of debris. The Works and Housing Minister, Samuel Atachia, went on a tour today, and he told the media that he does not believe that is a reflection of what happened when it rained on Friday. In his words, this is actually propaganda. So we have come here to speak to the residents to find out from them what they saw when it rained and see if we can find the one who actually shot the video. Come with me to join this. But Otira. But
Amuzu.
Now, video way Dana is your toy last week. No,
Haya problem no ani.
What's the video near Haya? Intention no toy now or now
no name me chum na me share there koso ane de na enye kra bema
intention no toy na wo twem into who say na yes
oh ne gota na akakra na ayema
in run ni na wo
ni nyina ne bola ni nyina se no mu di bola ni nyina tare kwan chen no so kan
nti o say haya ye asalam down
yeah problem ne nya wa ha ne so to ne de bema ye nya ne easy etoki sa no ne nso ne nya fluent na eko na echoki na spread ko ama for fie se nyama bebre wa ha pa de de be no ye stress se na aban betimi aboa ye timi ayi gota mu se na nso no to na nya sa ha woni bio se ne ye o match mu May June July no de si wa ha ne de be ma ewo ni nyina kan ho enti ye stress se aboa na wonye bibi.
Now, what's in that area? How many years?
Oh, Macha, almost about 15 years ahead.
Now, every year it happens.
That happens.
And so he's confirmed that this video is indeed a reflection of what happened here last week when it rained. In fact, he says residents are fond of pouring rubbish into the drain whenever, especially when it rains. And so his worry is that as the rain sets in, the situation might worsen, and he's asking government to do something about it. I have with me here another gentleman, Mbacho Etiseng. Mbacho video, we hunda.
Mbacho I
haya gata we
ma
oh yeah sure
oh I do me gidi
insonator now we
bacho na mo park ne so
bacho but who say na say ya and the minister ba or say or hwese ne gata na tie na and dey ya onye sure say ebetimi ayese
oh dabi haya do kura ko enim kakra obahu ball say omode gum anapa obitimi so ane ball afifie eba be hwie gu gota we mu a
saa no
moyawa nti wanka se wo he kra na haya yegina kwa cent ne kwa different saa sanse na wo ko enim kakra won se cent ne so different nti esra ban so meye bibi maye.
So I'll speak to another resident who tells me that he has a video on his phone. He also shot a video when it rained on Friday, which is quite similar to what has been circulating on social media. We're going to look at that and interrogate that and find out from him what he makes of the minister's comment that this is nothing but propaganda. So what's your name?
Yeah, I'm Julius. Yeah.
Okay. So when you hear the minister say that the video that is circulating and making the rounds is not a reflection of what happened, how do you respond?
Yeah, I wanted the minister to know that it's the same thing because it's rain on Friday. This is the incident we had here on our community, on our area. So the minister cannot lie to us.
Why did you decide to take the video?
Okay, I mean the area is full of ballers, full of mosquitoes and other stuff. So I tried to forward this video to the staff, to the world, so that you can see that the area is full of ball and other stuff. So we need help. We need help in that area.
But I understand that residents often throw their rubbish into the gutter, especially when it rains.
Yeah, that one is true. It's true. Definitely, they manage to put the baller aside, and later on they put it when it's raining. They put the baller into the gutter. Always.
So all of you here are responsible for what is happening.
That one is true. It's true.
And so, what do you think can be done about it?
Okay, probably. We need a street light here, and moreover, and a dustbin too around here.
Why do you need a street light? They do it in the night.
In the evening, midnight and stuff. So we need a street light here, and moreover, to a dustbin around, so that if anything, we can put the rubbish into the dustbin.
Here with another resident, and he says he also took a video when it rained. I'm looking at it right now, and I see exactly. So you took this video?
Yes, I was standing at beside the roadside.
Okay, just in front of Paloma.
I was standing there, and even when I was taking it, a lot of people were watching me.
People were watching.
Yeah, because cars were passing, and some have stopped.
So you stood just by Paloma.
Yes, there, and I took it.
But the minister was here today. He said this cannot be a reflection of what happened, and it's propaganda. That's his word.
No, we are here, so we have confirmed it is true. It is true that this is what happened.
We moved down south trying to establish exactly where the video might have been taken. So we are on the other side of the road now. Now, when we got here, a few things struck me and I want to share with you. When you take a look at that video, the one circulating on social media, which the minister is doubting, you would find that this equipment is in that video. This equipment right there. And when you look on the side of the equipment, it has the inscription Caterpillar. So perhaps this is just a part of the full piece. Now, you'd also find that this equipment is sitting right in front of a green building looking exactly like this one. And then in that compound, you'd also find that there is a generator that has a yellowish gold color sitting in the compound of this green story building. Now, close by is what looks like a toilet facility right outside the story building with some construction work going on behind, just like what we see right now. Then you would also find that there is a bridge very close to the green building across the storm drain, looking just like this one. And then you'd also find that there is a structure just on the other side of the drain, a story building also, looking just like what we are seeing now, painted in pinkish orange color with some stones as part of the design. You'd find that in the video if you watch carefully. And then it looks like the person who actually shot the video was standing very close to a tree. Now, when you look carefully at this tree and what you find in the video, how it's tilted and the angle of the video, it very much would seem that this person stood close to this tree to shoot the video.
You're still live on Joy News today with me, Daniel Dazi. Many more stories coming up in the bulletin, including sports, business, showbiz, and world news. But now, though, we'll be dealing with a number of other issues of national importance right after this brief set of messages.